Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. This is your love reading for the end month of November 2018. This is for you Sagittarius. I want to greet you a happy birthday, Sag. This is your month. This is your birthday month. I wish all your desires, your personal healing, personal wishes comes true. It happens. I hope it happens this week, not just this week, for the rest of the next 2 to 3 months, whatever it is that your heart desires, Sagittarius. I hope it comes through. All right. So this is your reading, Sagittarius. Not all of you will resonate on the reading today. If it doesn't, I would suggest please to check other YouTube reader online. And if it does, kindly hit like and subscribe. And for private reading, check the description box below. Okay. So let's start your reading, Sagittarius. Three of Swords. The King, sorry, the Page of Pentacle wanted to come out, but it didn't, so I'm gonna leave it like there. This is for Sagittarius signs, eaters, spirits, angels, and guide. Please help the Sagittarius signs today. What are the message for the Sagittarius signs today? Okay, for some of you, you are the Five of Cups in reverse position describes a situation, an energy where um, you haven't moved on or forgiven a person, a situation. It could be a past situation. It could be what's happening to you right now. It could be a person, or it could be a an experience that is connected to a person or a love relationship. Um, Yeah, I felt like there is a major because Three of Swords. This is one of the toughest card in the deck. This describes third party. This is one of the heartbreaking, card that I could. One of the painful actually. So Three of Swords. It could be at the end of this month. You could still be experiencing some deceitful people, your partner, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, they might have disappointed you in a very hurtful way, in a very painful way. That's why the Three of Swords is here, or it could describe a third party situation. And it's next to the Four of Cups. This is something of an acceptance. If you see that, the four cards here, I believe that in the beginning of, I believe that it could be the third week of November, you are struggling to juggle and like, accept that things are this way right now. Because the Two of Pentacles, it's juggling two ideas, two feelings, two person, two situation at the same time. It means, you're trying to hold um um two areas, two people, two situation, feelings, emotions at the same time. This is holding on to something at the same time, and not letting go. And this is probably the reason why the Five of Cups is in reverse is here, because you're holding into something and you want to drop one of it. uh you know m- I feel, a grip, a hold grip on to a situation, a person, because you don't want it to let it go. You also doesn't want to forgive this person or this situation. So by, this could be happening in the last 2 to 3 months, but I believe this energy is recent past already. Because the two cards, this is what I think is going to happen for, or this is the advice of the tarot reading for you today, Sagittarius, by end of November, that the second or the third week of November, you're holding on to something. It's like you're having difficulty letting go of a person, a situation, whether it's painful, whether it's a breakup, whatever it is something holding on to things, to person, a decision, an idea. And the more you hold on to that feelings, to that emotions, the more it doesn't allow you to forgive, to release the pain, to accept. So I believe that this two card describes you holding on to a person, a situation so tight that you don't allow yourself to release some painful aspect of it. Is like I don't want to let you go because you make me happy, but for some reason you also, I don't want to let you go because you make me happy and you also hurt me at the same time. So you're holding on to these two things, to these two emotions, or it could be two people. But how long could you hold on, or could you juggle these two emotions, two feelings, two ideas, two contradicting um perception, thoughts, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Um so the more you not able to drop one of the other stuff, the more you hold back yourself from releasing the aspect of yourself that you will be free. And this is what the two card described, is that in the second and third week of November, I felt like you were struggling to release something that is making you happy, and at the same time it's giving you a painful or disappointment feeling emotionally in your life. But I felt like as you transit, as you move to the end of November month, which is next week, I felt like there is a release, there is an acceptance, there is something, an energy from where you were before, exiting that path and now accepting slowly that this is what's happening to me. This is something that no matter how I try to save or hold on to it, it seems to be that it is just giving me more pain than happiness. So it's quite a heavy feeling to see these two cards, because this is grief and sadness, and this is hurt and pain. So in the past you were struggling to probably release a person that hurt you and give you happiness at the same time. But by end of November, I could see you facing this third party situation, or this heartbreak, or this betrayal, or this disappointment, facing this and accepting it, you know, and finally able to 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 see how much of yourself is connected to the idea of love and pain, and how much can you hold on to this person, or this relationship, because the four of cups is accepting something, accepting that there was a betrayal, there was a third party, there was some deceiving thoughts, deceiving information you probably received, because it's swords. So it's something that no, it's something that it is painful, but it has to be faced. You have to face it, you have to accept it. You have the first step to releasing something is acceptance, and part of acceptance is facing whatever situation, person, people that might hurt you. It's like facing the truth, no matter how painful it is, and that's the first step to letting go. All right, letting go of this person, this situation, whatever hurt you. So I see you being unbounded, unlinked, once you face the fear, once you faced and finally, you know, accept that this is what's happening, that there is a third party, acknowledge it, something of like that. Because the more for some of you guys, you were pretending that this is not happening. You were pretending that for some of you, the evidence of hurt and betrayal is there, but it's floating all around you, the evidence, the betrayal, whatever it is. the small stuff of information. It's brewing, it's everywhere. You see it, all the evidence and proof that, but you ignoring it because you're holding on to that person because this person makes you happy, but at the same time makes you feel sad and disappointment. And by end of November, this is something that you're going to face the adversary of this third party, this hurt and pain and whatever it is, in accepting and acknowledging to yourself that I've been betrayed, that I've been that someone, that the love of my life, the person that I like, the person that I care and love the most has betrayed me. She or he has lied, in front of my face. This is the energy I sense in here, is facing and accepting and acknowledging that, the person that makes you happy is, has hurt you. And yeah, as I said, this is the first step to facing your fear and letting go, because you were blindsided. For some of you guys, you're pretending you're blindsided, or you're pretending not to know it, because it's so hard. It's so hard. There was an imbalance. It's so hard to, you know to accept or to face the reality of a third party, a painful situation, a heartbreak, or, a breakup, or something very hurtful, because the Three of Swords. And it- I see you fighting. I see you really, but you're not winning. The Six of Wands. I see you fighting in the past. Trying to really juggle things and make it work. But it's just that the evidence, the proof, the information leading to this third party, it's so pronounced. It's so obvious that you have, for some of you, no choice but to face the truth, or you're preparing yourself by, the end of November, to face the truth and acknowledge that this is what's happening, and you need to snap out from whatever, illusion that you put to like to prove your marriage, or to prove, sometimes we try to create um an illusion. Oh no, she's not gonna cheat me because we've been so long, or he cannot do that because he loves my children and he loves me. Sometimes we create this illusion, this sort of um ideas and beliefs um that allows us to be in a bubble, or to allow us to protect our relationship to whatever circumstances or reality out there. But how long could you stay in that situation, in that bubble? Will you pretend that nothing is happening, but you could see all around you a proof, you know information and details so pronounced, so obvious, that it is hard to miss and ignore. So this is quite heavy. And but yeah, but I see you. But what's good about the reading for today is, I see you at the end of this month. I see a revelation, that the third party will occur. That I see you, and I feel for some of you having the courage to face this third party, this person that has caused you heartbreak or disappointment, facing them, acknowledging them. I guess the first good thing to do is acknowledge that, if in the past, you put yourself a high standard, that this person cannot hurt me, and now it's there, and now it's done. So acknowledge it, that whatever perception you had before, no, it's not the same as what's happening right now. So I see you. For some of you, it could be the advice of the card, but acceptance that you've been betrayed by the person that you like or you love. Someone lied to you in a more general way, and you fought it. You tried, but you didn't win. So I guess that is the sense of energy that you're trying. The advice, the reading for today is acceptance that this has happened, and facing your fear. In when I look at the card, that it's a good thing they're asking me to pull this out, that it could be for some of you this is a challenge to your marriage, to your family, or to your relationship. But the first thing to deal with this betrayal third party is acceptance. Instead of denying yourself of the truth, accept it happens. Face the person, these people, and plan what's your next step. Okay. What are the messages that we need, or that could help Sagittarius for this heavy? It's quite heavy. It's quite work hard. Okay, focus. Oh, the temperance is there. So yeah, I guess the advice of the, whatever is happening to your love relationship, Sagittarius, it looks painful, it looks challenging and heartbreaking, but the next set of three cards indicates that this is a challenge to your stability. If you are, going through some tough times with your marriage, your relationship, whether it's a third party, this is this is a major challenge to your stability, to your family. Keep yourself focused, work hard, because at the end of this challenge, at the end of this chaos, the universe, your angels, your guide, and your spirit is there to help you find balance on how are you going to save, heal, and deal with this, this situation that you are going through right now. You will see the path. Um, you will see the path. Just keep focus, all right? That's the main message I see in here. That you are being, it is as if you were given this challenge to to open up your, it's some sort of a challenge to 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 not not to shaken up, but more of to let you be open, to because sometimes when everything is doing well in our love relationship, we became so complacent of this person or this relationship that we don't allow things to grow between the two of us individually and as a couple. So this is what I think I see in the message of the temperances here, is that this chaos will bring you back to the balanced relationship that you wish or you had before. It's painful to look at the situation. I think there would be, um you know um several there's need there are it needs to be reworked. Okay, it needs to be reworked. Whatever it is that is happening in your life, love relationship, it needs to be reworked. It needs to be looked at in a different angle, so that whatever strategy that you're going to apply in resolving this situation, um will you'll get some learning from it, and it would never happen again. For some of you, the main message was like you've been complacent, and so you've been blindsided, complacent, you were off, caught off guard. You never So for some of you, you never expected this would happen, and this is where the universe brings you this, this challenge to kind of wake you up, and um let you experience this downfall in order to find your way back, and make sure that moving forward you will take care of yourself, this person, in this relationship, in in a more you'll make this you'll make this relationship important, because hey, not all of us have partner or boyfriend or girlfriend. So it's a blessing to have, somebody around you. And this is what I guess what the universe is reminding you that, y- this is something that you need to rework, review, um, you need to face. But the first step is to accept that the person whom you love and trust the most has hurt you. And once you rework, you dealt with this, and you have a plan, a steps on how to move forward. The angels and the guides and the spirits, will be there to assist you as you take your path towards, the next level of relationship, whether you relationship with yourself if you broke up, or to be together in a more, stronger bond, after getting over, after, you know surpassing this issue. It's quite heavy, to be honest. I'm sweating. So yeah, so I wish you luck, Sagittarius. Whatever it is, this is something that is it's be you're being tested to do this, so that you you have an appreciation of what was it in the past and how you were before, and pulling yourself together along with this person to rework whatever it is, that needs to be reviewed. Because I honestly believe that within the next 4 months, if you keep yourself focused, working hard to make this work, forgiving, accepting, there would be a balance. And for some of you, you will find a way back to love. It's like a song, but this card is pointing me to a path where everything is shiny and bright again. So you will find that way back. Just stay as optimistic as you are. And the first step, as I said, sorry, I keep repeating myself, is to face and acknowledge that this is what's happening right now. And that's where you do your next move, on how to deal with this heartbreak or betrayal or deception. It will be different from each one of you. So you will know whether, what's follow your intuition. Temperance is also intuition. Follow the intuition, that you feel the need to do on this person or on this situation. But for most of you, 80 to 85, 80 to 90% of you, this is gonna be resolved within the next 2, 3, 4 months. I don't know how painful you have endure, how painful it is for each one of you. But given the three cards as the final message, I really sense that it will go back to normal if you just focus on working hard along with this person to rework or revive, um whatever you left behind. Okay? So good luck, Sagittarius, and happy birthday again. And see you soon for your December reading. Thank you. Bye bye.